I started getting blackmailed and harassed like really badly. I don't want to let this go. I don't want to have to choose between my company or doing this channel. If you could take anything away from this, if you've ever wanted to start your YouTube channel, absolutely do it. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am so happy to be here right now, and I could not feel more aligned with filming this video for you guys. So I just watched a similar one. It was how YouTube changed my life, I think with less than 500 subscribers. And it has nothing to do with subscribers or any of that. It's really, I guess, the YouTube lifestyle. So anyways, let's get into the video. I want to try to keep this really short. If you guys could take anything away from what I'm filming right now, is if you have ever wanted to start your own channel, any reason other than the financial, which we'll talk about that, do it. Worst case, I mean, if it doesn't pan out, if it doesn't work out, you will be at the position you're at right now. So who cares? Just try it. I'm realizing more and more it has just genuinely made me happy. I just want to start explaining how it has changed my life. And I think in order to go through that, I need to back up a little bit. I have a couple of videos already. One is a bit of my story on all of the blackmailing and harassment that I went through. One was my entrepreneurial journey. So I'm gonna link those here. I just don't need to repeat myself. Also, the past is the past-ish, more or less. So a little bit of history. I have always been, I would say, considered a professional, eventually self-employed. I've never been somebody who liked to be forward-facing. I've always been in management positions where I would, I guess, be on the back end, if that makes sense. In my self-employed life, because I had a couple of companies and one was growing super quickly, but we became very recognized and known across Canada. The company started winning awards. So during that phase of life, which I would say it started in 2016 to 2019, give or take, 2020, right before lockdown, my face was sort of being put out there, and it was kind of neat because I was able to help a lot of people with startup business stuff. This was when creators hadn't boomed yet, right? That all happened during lockdown. Creators boomed, small businesses boomed, all of that. So this is pre that. Yeah, I had an Instagram. However, I wasn't really posting personal stuff on there. I was always behind my company. What's Up Canada, we had teams of bloggers and stuff across the country. I was never myself, my authentic self that I am right now, that I'm how I'm speaking to you guys. It was always behind a company, if that makes sense. The last little bit has been so challenging. So some major things that I've spoken about a lot, but that I've gone through, I would say now in the past 4 or 5 years. In 2019, I was diagnosed with a pretty severe autoimmune. I got really sick. 2020 was obviously lockdown. And I wasn't a small business at the time. I would say I was a medium growing one. Had a really big team, had a really big Canadian presence. So, shutting down wasn't all that easy. And then 2021, 2022, reintegrating back into life after lockdown was even more challenging, because it wasn't you could just kind of hit a button and resume. It was really okay, we had so many moving pieces, a strong team, etc., and things are just not the same anymore. So just navigating, coming out of that was major. And then in 2023, at the beginning of it, I want to say, no, 2022, end of it, I was able to figure it out, and I launched my magazine, which was so exciting. So yeah, and I created a bunch of editions. Another major thing started in March of 2023. I started getting blackmailed and harassed really badly. Dangerous, safety concerns. It was terrible, and this is sort of my major transition into my YouTube channel. That started when my company was resurfacing as my magazine, which goes without saying, there's a ton of it's digital, right? Of course, there's physical magazines, but it was digital, and not only just articles in a flip through magazine. It's there are a ton of reels or a ton of stories and a ton of amazing brands and businesses across the country. So I started operations. I was able to put a team back together, and all I saw was positive and such a successful path to just continue on what I had already built. Yeah, all of the harassment, blackmailing, and everything it just was insane. It was nonstop. It was almost daily. It was all over posts, all over businesses, all over my stuff. It was nonstop, over and over and over. And it goes without saying, obviously after a while that completely takes a toll on you. After a while it actually turned criminal. So investigations started and everything. So I needed to pause my brand in order for all of that to take place. That paused my major source of income. It paused my daily tasks and company and work and literally my life. So of course, for the longest time, I was just trying to figure out how to navigate this. A lot of my days were spent trying to figure it out, trying to understand who was doing this, who was behind this. I just wanted to get back to life. And I got to a point where I was just trying to figure it out. I was trying to figure out what happens if we don't catch this person. I need a plan B with my life. And, I realized it could be somebody that is across the world and is just for some reason, just so obsessed with doing this that I may never catch them. And that's when I realized, you know what? I just need to be me, and I just need to tell my story and do things that make me happy and heal. And from there, that is when I think I picked up my phone. I just started, and I realized, this person could defame, slander, tarnish my companies, other businesses, other brands. But if this person's doing it to me, it's okay. If these comments started, popping up on my personal, I could either ignore them or I could confront them. But regardless, this is me, and it's not me being behind a brand, if that makes sense. I just started filming really for healing, mental health, slow living, soft living. That's how I started. I didn't need to plan anything. I didn't need to script anything. It was just truly my life. I'm working on a bunch of things, and I was able to start disclosing stuff, and it just felt wonderful. In addition, a lot of people heard my story and reached out to me through my Instagram, and that was so nice. I almost felt heard. I don't want to say validated, but sometimes when you go through crazy abuse, sometimes you start to question things. So it was just so healing. I'm really happy. So if you could take anything away from this, if you've ever wanted to start your YouTube channel, absolutely do it. Don't even hesitate. You're gonna make mistakes. The editing, the lighting, the sound, everything. I can't imagine even what this looks like. But yeah, you're gonna learn. It's gonna be trial and error, but you're gonna definitely find your people. I do have something I think that's important to say. Although I'm doing this for my love and for the healing and for the happiness and joy it brings me, I know that I'm going to be back to work and operational, I would say, in the early new year. So I still have a few more months. I don't want to have to choose between my company or doing this channel. It's so much easier to be able to make YouTube a business and have a stream of income from it. And it's truly my dream and my goal to hit monetization in order to be able to do both at the end of the day. So that's what I'm working towards. If you want to come on this journey with me, I would absolutely love to connect with you. If you have your own channel, link it below. I would love to check it out. It's more exciting than ever to be able to, be a creator. I do think that I'm going to do a monthly analytic. I think it is what it is. I would love to show you guys behind the scenes, my growth. I think at the time of this video, I'm like maybe at 150 subscribers. I think I'm gonna get into that in the next video. I'll film another video about like, yeah, the plan and getting started and all that. So if you guys wanna join or tag along, I would absolutely appreciate it. I would love to be friends, and let's see where this YouTube journey brings us. Okay guys, bye.